certain it's her?
An elf matching your description on the ship you named. And alone, as far as I could tell.
I need to know if it's a trap.
I did as you asked, Fenris. Now it's up to you. You talk to him, Hawke. I've had my fill for today.
Fenris, first of us.
Maybe I can help, Fenris.
It's my sister. I didn't tell you, but I followed up on Hadriana's information. Everything she said was true. I had to keep it quiet, but I eventually contacted Verania and sent her coin enough to come meet me. And now she's here.
She was in Carinus after all.
My sister left Magister Ahriman's service, and I found her in Minrathous. That made things more difficult. But according to the men I paid, it's just as Hadriana said. She's not a slave. She's a tailor, in fact. Getting a letter to her was difficult, and she didn't believe me at first. But she's finally come.
You're worried Danarius knows?
The more it seems he doesn't know, the more certain I become he does.
Yes, everything's gone exactly according to plan. What could be worse?
Yes, laugh at me.
Just standing here won't help.
It's not that easy. Come with me, Hawke. If this is a trap, I need someone who can fight to back me up.
It's too dangerous.
I can't stop now. Verania's already waiting for me. If we go to the Hanged Man during the day, she'll be there, for the next week at least. I know you owe me no favors, but if we happen to go there anyway...
I thought you said there was no point in meeting her.
I can't simply leave it like this. I have to know. Come with me, Hawke. I need you there when I meet her.
Where is she?
If we go to the Hanged Man during the day, she'll be there, for the next week at least. It would mean a lot to me. That's all I ask.
It really is you.
Verania? I remember you. We played in our master's courtyard while Mother worked. You called me...
Leto. That's your name.
What's wrong? Why are you so...
Fenris, we have to get out of here.
Ah, my little Fenris. Predictable as always.
I'm sorry it came to this, Leto.
You led him here.
Now, Fenris. Don't blame your sister. She did what any good Imperial citizen should.
I never wanted these filthy markings, Danarius. But I won't let you kill me to get them.
How little you know, my pet. And this is your new master, then? The champion of Kirkwall? Impressive.
Fenris doesn't belong to anyone.
Do I detect a note of jealousy? It's not surprising. The lad is rather skilled, isn't he?
I'm sure we can come to some kind of arrangement.
No, he needs to die.
You weren't always this way, Fenris. Once upon a time you had affection for me. I remember it fondly.
Shut your mouth, Danarius.
The word is master.
I'm going to wipe that smirk off your face.
You are no longer my master.
I had no choice, Leto.
Stop calling me that.
He was going to make me his apprentice. I would have been a magister.
You sold out your own brother to become a magister.
Your sister's a mage. You bloody hypocrite. You really are just jealous.
You have no idea what we went through. What I've had to do since Mother died. This was my only chance.
And now you have no chance at all.
Please, don't do this. Please, tell him to stop.
Wait! Don't kill her.
Why not? She was ready to see me killed. What is she to me other than just one more tool of the Magisters?
This is your family, Fenris.
Elf. Fenris. Don't. It won't help. Trust me.
I killed my brother. I know what I'm talking about.
Get out!
You said you didn't ask for this. But that's not true. You wanted it. You competed for it. When you won, you used the boon to have Mother and I freed.
Why are you telling me this?
Freedom was no boon. I look on you now, and I think you received the better end of the bargain.
I thought discovering my past would bring a sense of belonging, but I was wrong. Magic has tainted that too. There is nothing for me to reclaim. I am alone.
Magic has nothing to do with this, Fenris.
No. Greed for it didn't bring Danarius here. Make my sister betray me? You heard what Verania said. I wanted these. I fought for them. I feel unclean. Like this magic is not only etched into my skin, but has also stained my soul.
Fenris does as he likes.
I would have given you everything.
Your sister's as much a victim as you were.
Get out!
If this is what you really want, then do it.
Yes. If this is what you really want.
I would have given you everything. I feel unclean. Like this magic is not only etched into my skin, but has also stained my soul. And now this. Let's go. I need to get out of here.
Danarius is dead, Fenris. You're finally free.
I don't feel free.
We're all alone, Fenris.
That's easy for you to say.
You have friends.
Is that what we are? Yes, a mage is my only friend.
Are we really so terrible?
Oh? And who would those be? You?
You do have friends, Fenris.
It sure isn't me.
Hey now, you could do worse.
I'm here, Fenris. If you want him, he's yours.
What?
Hand him back to a slaver.
You're kidding, right?
I thought I was the only one thinking that.
I hope you're joking.
No! Tell me you won't do this!
We can't abandon our friend in his hour of need.
I knew a mage would be sensible. I will, of course, make it worth your while.
Don't do this, Hawke. I know we're not friends, but I can't face him without you.
You're on your own, Fenris.
I suppose I should not be surprised.
That's our champion.
Unbelievable.
This is wrong!
What shall it be, Fenris? Will you throw your life away?
No. I will go with you.
Lovely. Here's a token of my appreciation, champion. I'm sure I can arrange to have something more appropriate sent along soon. Come along, everyone. The boat leaves for Minrathous within the hour.
Why not? He might have something better on him anyhow.
Enough! I can't take the drama.
Festus Paiumo Canaverum.
No need to go overboard with the thanks or anything.
It means you will be the death of me. 6 years ago, I decided to stay with you in part because I owed you, but I also thought you could help me. And you did. Hadriana is dead. Danarius is dead. I am finally free. But none of it feels like it should. This freedom tastes like ashes.
You are already free, Fenris. Killing Danarius was just revenge.
Ah, yes. Platitudes are so easy.
I always thought it tasted like chicken.
Yes, joke. That's your answer for everything, isn't it?
I didn't tell you to do any of this.
And yet you led me, each step of the way. Ugh. You're not responsible for my misery. Why am I angry at you? I thought finding Verania would open up a new world, one that was lost forever. But it's gone, and I can't get it back. What do I do now, Hawke?
We're not exactly friends, Fenris.
Yet I respect you. Clearly you're doing something right. Perhaps you can see what I cannot.
You have a whole future to decide that.
Maybe it is time to leave this hatred behind. It's poison, yet I continue to swallow it. There is no one left to blame. What I have done to myself.
What you're going through can't be easy.
You were too kind.
Danarius isn't exactly blameless.
Perhaps, but he's dead now. If I have been difficult, I'm sorry. Clearly, I owe you more than I believed.
It's about time you realized that.
Been waiting, have you?
What do you want to do?
Clearly, making decisions for myself isn't my best quality.
Change your clothes, join the Chantry, I don't know.
I don't think I'll go that far.
You're obviously not happy here.
Obviously not. There are other lands I haven't seen, places with no bad memories. Perhaps I shall go west. For what it's worth, Hawke, thank you.
You don't have to go through this alone.
Don't I? We have never discussed what happened between us 3 years ago.
You didn't want to talk about it?
I felt like a fool. I thought it better if you hated me. I deserve no less. But it isn't better. That night, I remember your touch as if it were yesterday. I should have asked your forgiveness long ago. I hope you can forgive me now.
I need to understand why you left Fenris.
I've thought about the answer 1,000 times. The pain, the memories it brought up, it was too much. I was a coward. If I could go back, I would stay. Tell you how I felt.
What would you have said?
Nothing could be worse than the thought of living without you.
Oh, I don't know. This might be fun to hold over you a while longer.
If there is a future to be had, I will walk into it gladly at your side.
Whatever happened, it was a long time ago.
I had to ask. Then I hope we can remain friends. That is something I have always valued. If I have been difficult, I'm sorry. Clearly, I owe you more than I believed.
You know, you could go anywhere you like now.
I'm aware of that.
Oh, you could become a raider. You could join my crew.
The crew of your non-existent ship?
Well, with that attitude, you're never going anywhere, are you?
She doesn't understand.
You don't need to stay in this pit anymore, you know. Not that you haven't, fixed it up nicely.
It's falling apart, and my ability to keep the Seneschal from noticing is nearing an end.
I appreciate what you've done, Eveline.
But you're staying. You could go anywhere now.
Perhaps I don't wish to go anywhere.
Freedom must be a terrible burden, I guess.
They don't understand. Yes, I am free. Danarius is dead. Yet, it doesn't feel like it should.
You thought killing him would solve everything. But it doesn't.
I suppose not.
Seems like you should be dancing for joy.
I would have thought so. I thought if I didn't need to run and fight to stay alive, I would finally be able to live as a free man does. But how is that? My sister is gone, and I have nothing. Not even an enemy.
Maybe that just means there's nothing holding you back.
An interesting thought.
You're not reminiscing about the good old days of being hunted, I hope.
I wouldn't go that far.
Is that all you do? Dwell on the negative?
No, well, alright, yes. Fair enough. It's just difficult to overlook the stain that magic has left on my life. If I seem bitter, it's not without cause. Perhaps it is time to move forward. I just don't know where that leads. Do you?
You're still blaming magic for everything.
Think about it, Hawke. Look at what happened to your mother. Look at the life you've had to lead. Is there anyone whose life has been touched by magic that actually benefits?
You make a good point.
For every mage such as you, Hawke, there are a dozen more too weak to handle their power. Them I fear, as should you, as should anyone. But what's important now is moving forward. I only wish I knew where that led.
Nobody knows the future, Fenris.
The future of a slave is never uncertain. But I am no longer a slave. Perhaps it is time I remember that. Thank you, Hawke. I would never have thought to call a mage my friend. Yet here you are. Wherever the future leads, I hope it is at your side.
You want the answer right now? That would spoil all the fun.
Thank you, Hawke. Of all the things I thought to find here, a friend was not one of them.
You do what you want. It doesn't matter to me.
I'd hoped it might. I've always thought of you as a friend. Fair enough, Hawke. I suppose I'll need to find out for myself. Like anyone else, yes?
Wherever it leads, I hope it means we'll stay together.
That is my hope as well.
Take a look at this.
A Blade of Mercy. I remember these. You see them in the Imperium. Replicas of the sword Archon Hessarian used to kill Andraste. This one looks finely crafted.
I thought it might be worth something.
It is.
So they sell these things at every market stand in Minrathous?
Hardly. Here, let me show you. These are gifts of honor, given to those who have performed a service for the Imperium. Danarius coveted them, as I recall.
You don't talk about the Imperium much.
It's not a place I remember fondly.
Doesn't the Chantry forbid mages to rule over men?
Ah, yes. Magic is meant to serve man, and not rule over him. In the Imperium, they say that means magic should serve the greater good, which they claim the Magisters do. Do not believe it.
What do the Magisters do that's so bad?
What you call the Circle of Magi rules the Imperium. They control the Chantry as well as the Templars. They claim the Magisters are governed by holy law, but they are the law. They do as they please. All of them.
So they all use forbidden magic?
The more powerful the mage, the higher he rises in the Senate. He makes the laws, he determines what is acceptable. Everyone who wishes to compete must do the same, or be crushed. Perhaps it wasn't always this way, but it is now.
The slave trade is still in operation in the Imperium.
It varies from one Archon to the next. One outlawed it many years ago. He was quickly assassinated. Tevinter would crumble without slaves. The Imperium's elite know no other way.
Seems like a slave rebellion would end that.
There are rebellions all the time, actually. Most of them end poorly. The Senate always unites when faced with sedition. One day, things will change. Then the Magisters will see just how fragile their hold is.
I heard that the Imperium has been at war with the Qunari for decades.
Ever since the Qunari landed on the island of Saharan, yes. 80 years ago? Perhaps more. The Archon demanded aid from the rest of Thedas. It didn't get him far.
They've been at war a long time.
The Qunari only ever wanted Saharan, which they have. The Imperium has made numerous attempts to retake the island, without real success. I believe the Qunari are saving their strength, building a massive fleet. When they wish true war, we will know.
Are the Qunari that strong?
They once fought all the lands of Thedas to a standstill. If they wanted to conquer the Imperium, they would. From what I saw on Saharan, they will not relent. They believe even more strongly than the Magisters that they are in the right.
I'd like you to have it.
For me? Yes. I think I'd like that. I'll think of the irony as I wield it. Thank you, Hawke. You think I wish to carry a symbol of Imperial honor? You must be joking. Keep your sword. Sell it, melt it down. I want nothing to do with its filthy magic.
This could come in handy.
Without a doubt. I certainly don't want anything to do with it.
Fenris?
I have been thinking of you. In fact, I've been able to think of little else. Command me to go, and I shall.
No need. You have the worst timing.
That is nothing new, I fear. I will leave you be.
I don't remember inviting you.
As you wish.